Hey, it's everyone, and on today's Disney Roundup, I'll be recapping all of the new attractions and experiences announced during the Parks panel at the 2019 D23 Expo, plus all of the new changes that are coming to Epcot. I have all that coming up right here on the DRU. Hey everyone, and welcome to the Disney Roundup, where I bring you up to date on what's going on with the Walt Disney Company and Disney Parks each and every single week. Today I'll be continuing my recap of the 2019 D23 Expo, and if you're interested in checking out some of my previous recaps of the 2019 D23 Expo of the Disney Plus panel, or behind the scenes with the Walt Disney Studios, I'll leave links to those in the description down below. And also, if you're new to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me so you can stay up to date with the Disney Roundup each and every single week. Alright, and the first new experience that is coming is that there is a new cruise ship coming to Disney Cruise Line, and that is the Disney Wish. This is the 5th ship to join the Disney Cruise Line and will feature Rapunzel on the stern of the ship. And they released a little trailer, a little preview of the Disney Wish, and if you're interested in that, I will leave a link to that in the description down below as well. Alright, and we have more information now on the Star Wars Resort coming to Walt Disney World. And this is not being labeled as a resort or hotel, but an experience, as when you make your reservations to stay here, you can enjoy a 2-day, 2-night stay only. During your stay on the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser, you'll be able to interact with characters, cast members, and be a part of the story as you take on during your stay. The ship for this is being called the Helicon, and on this, children and adults will be able to have the opportunity to face off against the training remote with a lightsaber, just like Luke Skywalker did when he was taught the Force. Alright, and the next thing that is set to come is the Disney Genie, which is a new app that is set to debut late in 2020. And with this, it will help enhance the experience of guests planning a trip to Walt Disney World, and will make planning easier with customized itineraries, and will send you tips and updates, and will also help you make advanced dining reservations and fast passes to your choosing. And over at Disneyland, there's a new parade coming called Magic Happens. And we had previously discussed this on a past episode of the Disney Roundup, but more details have been released on this, and this parade will feature new floats, a mix of classic and new for every generation, and this is set to debut this spring. Now, Mickey's Runaway Railway. Mickey's Runaway Railway will be the first ride-through Mickey Mouse attraction coming to Disney parks. Over at Walt Disney World, this will be over at Hollywood Studios and open next year in an updated Chinese theater. Over at Disneyland, this is set to open in 2022 in Toontown, and they're putting it in what they're calling the El Capitan Theater instead of the El Capitan Theater, which is the theater that Disney owns. And during this attraction, Mickey and Minnie will be performing their new short, Perfect Picnic. A new experience coming over at Walt Disney World is that Walt Disney Imagineering and Animation Studios is teaming up with Circus Olay for a show over at Disney Springs. No further details or start date has been announced for this yet. There is a new resort coming to Walt Disney World as well called Reflections. The theming for this resort will be a lakeside lodge, and this will also be a Disney Vacation Club resort, and will feature treehouse suites and a new restaurant that will be themed after The Princess and the Frog. Also, Disney Stores and Disney Shop will be partnering with Target. So in select Targets in the future, there will be a Disney Store shop selection where you can pick up some Disney merchandise if you don't have a Disney store in your area. And the Marvel themed land that is coming over to Disney California Adventure officially has its name, and that is Avengers Campus. And as we reported in a previous Disney Roundup episode, it will feature the Spider-Man attraction, the web attraction, where guests will be able to join along Spider-Man in slinging webs. It will also feature a new food spot called the Pym Test Kitchen, where it will shrink down food, and in the Avengers Campus, guests will be able to meet heroes, and this will feature a new e-ticket attraction, an experience with the Avengers where you go alongside them in an epic adventure taking on a new villain, and this is set to come next year and is being called Phase 1. Alright, and as we know, there are a lot of changes coming to Epcot, but during the parks panel, COO of Park Operations and Experiences, Bob Chapek, announced even more changes coming to Epcot, but the main one that he announced was that Epcot will be more Disney and will feature more Disney attractions and more Disney experiences and characters as well. First off, going into Epcot, they will feature new neighborhoods, and these will be, as you first walk into Epcot, there will be the World Nature, there will be World Discovery, and World Celebration, which World Celebration will feature big changes, including the Spaceship Earth, the Fountain, and more. And as we previously reported in a past episode of the Disney Roundup, Spaceship Earth will go under a refurbishment soon and will include new scenes but will be updated and have a new story. Also new coming to Epcot, there will be a Walt Disney statue, and they're placing this in what they're calling Dreamer's Point, which will be right behind Spaceship Earth as you overlook the World Showcase, and this will be a new multi-level area right behind Spaceship Earth. Alright, and the Guardians of the Galaxy attraction will be over at World Discovery, and very new to a Disney park, this coaster will feature a reverse launch. And the name of this roller coaster will be Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. And there is a restaurant coming over to Mission Space that will allow guests to board an elevator to take you into space, looking down upon Epcot. And this restaurant is going to be called Space 220 and will debut sometime late this winter. And a brand new attraction that will be featured over at World Nature will be Moana Journey of Water, which will be a walkthrough attraction that will allow guests to play and use water like Moana, and during this they'll be able to learn about the water cycle. And new coming to the France Pavilion will be a Beauty and the Beast sing-along, along with Remy's Ratatouille Adventure that will allow guests to shrink down to the size of Remy and race through Gusteau's restaurant on a wild adventure. This attraction is set to debut summer of 2020. And with the help announced from Dick Van Dyke, Mary Poppins will have its first ever attraction in a Disney park. This will also be over at Epcot in the UK Pavilion, and this will be called Cherry Tree Land. In this, you'll be able to step in the world of Mary Poppins and walk down Cherry Tree Lane. And the announcement from Epcot that we've all been waiting to hear is the new Nighttime Spectacular, and its official name will be called Harmonious. And this is set to debut in 2020 and is said to be the largest ever celebration created for a Disney park, and this will celebrate Disney music and how it inspires people of the world. Alright everyone, that's all I have for you for this episode of the Disney Roundup, recapping all of the announcements that were made during the Parks panel at the 2019 D23 Expo. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button for me and subscribe to my channel for the Disney Roundup each and every single week. Until next time, we'll see you on the DRU.